Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is Rigid Flame. I am back with the uploads. I figured I'd just say that in this video. If you wonder why I haven't been uploading, video down in the description below. Made it before I left. I feel like that's what I should talk about in this video. But anyways, we're done with that. Back to uploading, of course, Boruto, Beatless, all that kind of stuff. But today's episode of Beatless, it's episode 10. This was last week's episode. It literally came up right when I left, so I didn't have a chance to watch it. I figured I'd just kind of watch it so it's fresh in my mind, and afterwards I'll get a review for you guys, or even me talking about it, because I have such a short-term memory and it absolutely sucks. But this episode today, I said in my, I guess 2 weeks ago review, that, or for episode 9 of this series, that just a preview that we're going to get for this episode is going to be the best episode of Beatless that we have yet. And it was. This was hands down something that they needed to do, and I absolutely loved it. We got a lot of information. It was a freaking dark episode. I told you guys, or I guess I kind of predicted that if we got a villain in this show, it would have to be Method E Type 4. And we definitely see that. She is definitely the villain in this show, 1000%. And we do see that. And it's quite terrifying, but I love the character about it. Just the darkness, and she gives no F's whatsoever. Shuri, I think is her name, Rio's sister. I don't know, I'll just always call her Rio's sister. Yeah, she just almost killed her. She didn't die. We get that a little segment at the ending, but almost killed her. And it definitely is a dark side, and we definitely know more information of why she did this, etc. But before going to the end of this episode, let's talk about the start of it. At the ending of episode 9, we kind of see what Aruto and Lacia's mission is. You know, kind of what we got from the 2 weeks episode, I guess episode 8. I don't know, I'm so confused. I missed so much stuff, but you know, in the 2 weeks episode, or episode 8, whatever you want to call it, you know, there's another HIE that had the same, you know, registration number as Lacia, and that Lacia had to be returned to the meme frame company, which is, you know, Rio's, you know, dad's or family's company. And so their kind of mission, you know, we see that in this episode, Aruto and Lacia's mission is to erase the registration number from this HIE. You know, she's from Egypt, she's coming onto a plane to Tokyo, and their mission is to get to the airport, destroy the registration number so that Lacia has this, and that she doesn't need to be returned to meme frame. That's kind of what they were going for, and that was kind of what the half of the mission was right here. You know, it was a dangerous mission for, you know, Aruto as well, just because they were going to go up against, you know, Method E and Rio's sister, and, you know, just their company in general. It's kind of like, if you look at it as one of those cop shows, or a Prison Break, for example, of people on the run, and you see it, for example, or the people on the run and everyone is after you. And I love that part of the episode, and it was kind of a little bit of, if you look at it as a stealth mission a little bit, but even though that meme frame knew what they were doing, you know, they had a bodyguard or an HIE following them the whole entire time, so they knew kind of where their whereabouts were. But in this episode, I like it as well that, you know, Aruto and Lacia can't do this alone. So Aruto, you know, contacts Kengo to, you know, contact Koka, that, you know, they need Koka's help for this mission. And we see that through Kengo, and it was a really big turnaround for Kengo. He mostly did this because he wants Aruto safe. You know, he's one of Aruto's, or even Aruto's best friend. And he contacts Koka, which is good to see Koka again. You know, it's been, you know, quite a little bit since we've seen her character. But, you know, knowing, you know, Koka, she wants Kengo to be her owner, mostly to survive in this world. And we get, I'll talk about that more in this episode right here. But, you know, she's glad that, you know, Kengo contacted her because, you know, she wants, you know, Kengo to be her owner. But he refused, and now she's kind of, he's giving kind of life to, you know, kind of Koka again, so she accepts the mission, and now she's going to the airport to help Lacia and Aruto out. And once they get, you know, to the airport, this is where the shit goes down. This is where the episode just becomes the best episode of Beatless that we have yet. And we see a little bit of what Lacia can do with her weapon. You know, each, you know, type has a different weapon, which we've seen from, you know, Koka, from Cyrus to Method E, etc. like that. And kind of what Lacia's abilities are is to, you know, with her gun, the Black Monolith, if I'm saying that right, I'm not even too sure. But she could, of course, turn things invisible. That's kind of what we've seen, you know, in previous episodes of her and Aruto becoming invisible, going to that company to save Kengo during that dangerous mission back 3 episodes ago, something like that. I'm not really too sure. It's been a while. But, you know, we see her from that. You know, she could hack the technology and etc. like that. So it's pretty cool seeing more character development from Lacey, even though that Lacey is, like, I would say the main character, you know, in this anime. But it's cool still knowing more character development, which is really awesome. But then we get into the Methody and Lacey fight, which it's pretty awesome. You know, it's always like, I just feel like action in anime always brings it up every single time, and it was definitely a really cool fight scene that we get here on and here out. You know, she's kind of fighting Methody while, you know, Aruto's kind of mission is to, you know, get to this Egypt's HIEs, you know, the registration number I was talking about, you know, the cargo box, you know, him to destroy the registration number so that he doesn't have to give Lacey away. And we get to the part now where Coca is helping Lacey to defeat Methody right here. And it's pretty cool, just even learning about, you know, Coca's ability and what she has and etc. like that. And the dark part of this episode, and just like I said, Methody's character is just perfect for this. I love this role as a villain. You know, we get the part where she almost killed, or she was going to kill Rio's sister, even though that she is her owner. And we talk about more of the stuff of how the HIE survive. You know, she's talking about to Rio's sister of why is Coco, you know, teaming up with Lacey. I thought they were enemies and etc. like that. But remember what I said kind of in the review, you know, the mission where Aruto and Lacey go and help Kengo in that, you know, dangerous mission that he was about to die in. You know, the kind of the purpose to survive in the human world is to destroy stuff and cause terrorism, etc. like that. That's why Coca is doing this, is to survive more in this world. And for, you know, Methody, for her to survive in this world, is to get more owners and afterwards just throw them away like garbage, and that's how she survives. And she was going to do that. You know, her kind of worries was that Mr. Watori, you know, the other owner that she has, was going to abandon her, and if he did that and she didn't have any owners, she was going to die. So she did that to Rio's sister, and it was like what I said in my, you know, kind of 2 weeks review, or episode 8, whatever, or episode 9 review. I'm not even too sure what review it was or what episode it was, but it was her being as a pawn, and that's what we've seen in this episode. She was legit a pawn to Methody. You know, Methody had this brainiac plan, and it literally worked out. And I was kind of scared because I'm like, you know, she's not really a main character, but I thought she was gonna die, and I'm not even too sure if she's dead or not. You know, we get a little bit of a, you know, like at the ending cutscene of Aruto actually helping her out at the airport, and then it just cuts right there. So I'm not even too sure if she's dead. I feel like she is alive. I don't think they're just gonna kill her, but I legit thought she should have died. And from the explosions that happened, I'm surprised the car didn't even blow up or anything like that. I was just surprised, but yeah, truly dark. The action was great. And I just can't wait for more Beatless. Like, these are the episodes that we needed, and for it to be such a good anime. And it was happy, you know? Get back from vacation, watch this episode, and I truly enjoy it. So with this episode today, guys, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. And definitely need more episodes like this. I cannot wait just kind of what Methody is going to do now. Is, you know, Rio's sister going to be part of Aruto and Lacey's side, because like knowing of Methody and talking like kind of evil. And before I kind of go with this episode right here, we definitely see Aruto's dad again. I should have talked about this more before I give my rating of this episode, but we see Aruto's dad. I was wrong about that other guy. We see Aruto's dad of confirming of him making HIEs and etc. like that, which is really, really cool. We get to see what like Aruto's sister and Aruto's dad looks like, so that's pretty cool, and kind of what character he is, you know, in this story of Beatless. And also we get, you know, the most perfect thing, you know, we get like the big answer that we need, you know, in this, is that HIEs are taking over the world, or, you know, taking over, I guess, the world, if you can call it right there, because when Mr. Watori was talking with Methody about, you know, HIEs surpassing them, like, was it 20 years ago or something like that, or 50 years ago, like, HIEs have already outsmarted us already. We don't have a chance, and if we keep building them, the human race is going to be gone. And we surely got that this episode. We got that dark answer that we needed, and I was happy about that. Either way, I hope that you guys all enjoyed, you know, this review of Beatless. It's definitely a must-watch, guys. I really, really enjoyed it. It's one of those episodes where I could go back and forth and watch it. It was perfect. You know, I'm giving it a whole bunch of praise in that, but it truly was, and I liked it. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment down below what your favorite part of the episode was, and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Much love, guys, and well, I guess we'll see you in episode 11. Yeah, episode 11's review of this anime here in the day. Well, actually, the same day as I upload this. But yeah, have a good one, guys, and peace out.